Hello everyone, this is TheBunnyGamer. Today I'll show you to do a balance team for Pokemon. You'll need to do some steps before, like you need to go on Pokemon Showdown. You can play it online or install the application, but personally I install it. Every link I will show you will be on the description, so I already installed it. I don't need it anymore. Then you will go to Pokemon Smogon. The link will be also in the description, and you'll see a list of Pokemon that you can choose, and when you click on one, it shows you the strategy and what to do, the item and everything recommended. The second link will be a team builder that will show you what will be missing to cover up to make sure that your team is balanced. And when you will be ready, you have to import Pokemon. Not really import, but if you want to put in the game, the information is all here, like the egg, what they learn from the egg move, the move tutor, the pre-evolution, the transfer, and I think they showed the egg, how much it had. Like if you take the first one, the egg hatch, 21 cycle, 5k steps should be alright. So I'm gonna to show you how to build a balanced Pokemon. I'm doing one with you. So first of all, go to Pokemon Showdown. When you go to Pokemon Showdown, you have to choose a name. I already have mine. When you choose a name, go on the grind, and you should have a button that says register. You put a password, and you shall be alright. Now you will go to Team Builder. I already have a lot of teams, so you click on new team. The format, you select anything goes, and then you will start to add Pokemon. I'll do one. I select a Pokemon. I go with types. So this is kinda useful too, because they will show you what type are effective against the others. So I'm gonna do with a Dragon Pokemon. I like Dragon Pokemon. Mega Evolution are not required to build a team, but it can be sometimes cool to have one. So I start with Dragonite. So now check what please you the most. There's a lot of text to read that you can read like when you will do your own team. And you have to notice that there's some rule to respect, like you can a Pokemon, your team can have twice the same item. So if I have a Pokemon with Lumberry, my fifth other Pokemon can have Lumberry. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to take Dragonite with the leftover. That should be cool. So I'm going right here. I write Dragonite. The ability multi-scale. The first move is Roost. Then it's Dragon Claw. Extreme Speed. And now you have to choose Fire Punch or Superpower. So you can open a new tab to see what they do. Lower the user attack stats and defense by one stage. So every time you will use it, you will lose attack and defenses. Fire Punch have 10% chance to burn a target, but it's the power is strong with Superpower, and Firepower is kinda weaker. But I won't take any chance. I take Fire Punch. So Fire Punch. So we can see with the team builder that Rock is a problem, Ice is a problem, Dragon's a problem, and Fairy's a problem. Because Rock because I'm flying, Ice because I'm Dragon, Dragon because I'm Dragon, and Fairy because I'm Dragon. But I cover the fighting type because I'm flying. I cover the ground type because I'm flying, and ground cannot hit flying moves by flying Pokemon. Bug because I have Fire Punch. Fire Well, I don't really know why fire. Even for water, I have some resistance because I'm a dragon and I'm flying, probably. Grass because I'm flying and grass is weak against flying. So we don't really need another flying Pokemon. But we have to cover this, and Fairy is weak against poison and steel. And let's see if ice is weak against steel. It's not, so a poison, if we can try to find a poison steel Pokemon, it will be alright. So we go to Pokemon by steel, and there's no steel poison Pokemon. That sucks. So we're going to take or a poison type or a steel type. But if we choose stats, we have to cover the others too. So rock against steel is not really effective. So if we choose steel, it will be good against rock and fairy. So to see what's the better, we take a full steel Pokemon like Kinkling and a full poison Pokemon like Arbok, and we will see which one is better. So we have Kinkling. How do I write his name? Clink. Sorry. Clink. And we'll see that it's kinda better. But if we take Arbok, it will be worse, so it's better take a steel Pokemon. Well, we have Kinkling that full steel, but we don't have to use a full steel. We can use another, like a steel ground that can cover ice. No, that can cover ice. Well, you see what I mean. So it's Dragon, Fairy, Steel Ice. There is no Steel Ice Pokemon. Yeah, there are no Steel Ice Pokemon. So we cover at least Fairy. We cover Ice. Do we cover Rock? Yes, and we cover Rock. So I go with Kinkling. Leftover. Now this is a problem because if I use Dragonite with the leftover, I can use Kinkling, but what I can do is when I search for Dragonite, I can try to change it for something better, like for a Loomberry with Dragon Dance. Now we will see what that will do if I change that. So here I put Dragon Dance. Instead of Dragon Claw, it will be Outrage. Extreme Speed and Earthquake. So now that we have a ground type move, we can cover fire, which is we can cover fire right there because fire is weak against ground. We can also cover electric because we have earthquake, but we also can't cover electric because we're flying. So it's balance, kinda balance. So better take hit with the Loomberry. Then we take Kinkling with the leftover, so we already have two Pokemon. Kinkling, ability Clear Body, and we have to know, okay, still multi-scale. Shift gear and gear grind. Shift gear and gear grind. If you don't know what's the meaning, you can just open it in a new tab and you will see it twice. Well, okay, it's a short description, but return and then you have to make a choice, substitute or Magnet Rise. Well, we all know what substitute does. For the one who don't know, it costs some amount of HP. I think it's 10%. No, the 1/4 of max HP, But if someone hit the substitute, it won't like, how can I say that? It won't lose, your Pokemon won't lose any HP. And the user become immune to ground type with Maya Rise because he's not levitate. And he's kinda weak to the ground type that we cover up with Dragonite. So we have 2 Pokemon on 6, and yes, you need 6 Pokemon. This is the recommended and the max that we can choose. Now we can see what's not covered up or what's really in red, like the fort. So fighting is covered, ground is covered, rock is covered, fire is covered, dragon is covered, and fairy is covered, but ice is not really covered because it's for effective. So we have to choose a counter ice like fire. So I'm going to type and I choose a fire Pokemon. My favorite is Arcanine, but I will see if I can choose another one. I can choose like Mega Undo to have a Mega Evolution, so why not take it? Allez. Undoomit. A utility attacker? Yeah. What does he have? Nasty Plot, Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, Wild Wisp, and Taunt. That's a pretty good set move. So, Undoom Mega, because this is what we have. Solar Power, this is what he will have. Nasty Plot. Fire Blast, Dark Pulse. Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, and Will Wisp or Taunt. I'll go with Taunt because Taunt is kinda useful. It interrupts the. Let's just read the description. The target cannot use status move for 3 runs. Like he can't use Thunder Wave, he can't use Sword Dance, etc. So now you have to check the number 2 in red because we have to cover. In 2 we have fighting because it's dark and is weak to fighting, and we have rock. So we can try to find what can be fighting. We have Psychic, Fairy I think, and Flying, and Phone Rings. Sorry for that interruption. So let's continue. I was saying that we have to fight something that can fight fighting and rock. A Psychic Pokemon can be good with the ability that can beat rock, which can be water, grass, or ice I think. Yeah, ice can beat rock. What can be rock? Yeah, fight. If you use a Pokemon fighting, it won't really cover up the fight, so let's try to find a Psychic Grass Pokemon, like Executor. And we can't use legendary Pokemon. Yeah, I think Executor is the right choice. We can take like Slowpoke because of water type. We can take Starmie too. It's really like your choice, but I prefer Executor. So Executor. You have the Life Orb, and no one has the Life Orb, so we can use it. There you go. So we'll put it here. Executor. What ability? Chlorophyll. Move 1, Solar Beam. Move 2, Psychic. I think this is stronger. Item Power Fire. The Item Power Fire can't really explain it, but it depends on the IV of your Pokemon. Depending on which IV is 30 or 31, it will have a different item power. It's kinda like really hard to understand. And sleep partner sunny day, I'll put sunny day because with sunny day, the sunny day is in match with solar beam and chlorophyll, because chlorophyll will speed with double its speed when it will use sunny day, and solar beam will instantly be used instead of 2 turns. Because I explained what solar beam does. The solar beam without the sun take 1 turn to recharge it and the other turn to attack. But if we put sunny day first, we will immediately attack with solar beam. So it's kinda useful for executor. Now we have cover fight and we have cover rock because of the grass type. Even if it's 2, we still beat it, so we don't have to mind it anymore. But ice still the problem because Dragonite is kinda weak against ice, and Executor too because it's grass. But we have a fire Pokemon to cover it up. Yeah, because you can see the 2 here. We'll still have the rock problem. You can use a water Pokemon this time. Or fighting. Let's try fighting Pokemon. Breloom is the best fighting Pokemon. But we already have a grass, and if we choose another grass, it will be like another type matchup that we have to cover. I see a water type. Now water fighting type can cover the ice for water and the steel rock. And I want to tell you about the stats too. For me, they're not really important. We can use like every Pokemon depending on the stats. Sure, there's some Pokemon better than the other one, but if you need to do a balanced team, it's better to just care about the type that can cover and do it balanced than the stats. So we'll choose like Retrospect because we already have a leftover one. So Poliwrath. We choose Poliwrath. Which ability does he have? Water Absorb? I'll tell you what Water Absorb does. It's when Poliwrath is hit by water attack, he will regain HP. But you will say that it's kinda dumb that you will use a water attack against a water Pokemon. What you will do is, if you predict a water attack, you just pull out Poliwrath, then it will regain HP. Scald or Hydro Pump. I choose Scald because Scald have 100% hit and can burn. Hydro Pump is stronger, but the hit is lower than Scald. Then you have Focus Blast. Focus Blast. Ice Beam. That can be useful against Dragon if you're still alive. And Vacuum Wave. That is another fighting type. So we look at here. Fairy. Fairy has to be covered, and flying has to be covered. So we have to find a Pokemon that can beat Fairy and flying. So a rock Pokemon. Does a poison rock Pokemon exist? I don't think that exists, to be honest. But a poison ground does exist. We can see like the matchup to be sure that Fairy. I didn't put Fairy. It's there. Fairy, Dark Dragon. Yeah, it's poison, steel. The rest is like 1. Oh, fire. Really? Fire? Cool. So, or we cover flying, or we cover fairy. We already cover fairy because of King Clang. And flying, we have Poliwag with Ice Beam, but he's also weak to flying because he's a fighting type. So we need something that can beat flying Pokemon, and most of them are normal. But we never knew. Flying. We need a rock Pokemon. So an electric rock or steel Pokemon. Let's go with electric. I really like electric Pokemon. So we have a lot of electric Pokemon. Let's see. What about Raichu? Raichu can be good, but it depended. Life Orb. Well, we already have a Pokemon with Life Orb, which is Executor. So it's another electric Pokemon. Electros can be good because of Levitate, so it can be hit. It can't be hit by ground Pokemon with the Assault Vest. That can learn a lot of attack. That can, yeah, it's a pretty useful Pokemon. That's not really good, but still, I like it. Let's take it and see. So it's Electros. And we pretty much cover everything. Yeah, Fairy's still a problem, but like we said, we have Clank. The only ability he can learn is Levitate. Volt Switch, Flamethrower. Volt Switch, Flame. Sorry, that's the kind, because of Volt Switch is the kind of Pokemon that you should put in the first, because you will see what Pokemon will put, and with Volt Switch you can just switch to put the battle at your advantage. Giga Drain and Thunderbolt. And we have our 6 Pokemon. So now that we know that we cover everything, we can close the team builder. But if you want to do a lot of team, don't close it. Now, Pokemon that I already told you, it's for the eggs and what they learn if you want to put it in your game. But before putting it in your game, you have to go in Showdown, build a team, and test it at Pokemon. So the first one is Dragonite. So we put Dragonite with the Lumberry, I think. Yeah, the Lumberry. And the multi-skill. Then you have to put your moves, Dragon Dance, Outrage, Extreme Speed, and Earthquake. There you go. Now, if you're new, what I recommend is to click on the Suggest Speed, because if you put what you want here, your Pokemon won't be strong enough. So I really recommend you to click on Fast Physical Sweeper, because they will do it for you, and that's what's recommended. Then here it's like, it's optional. You can put like his gender, but the most important is to put the shiny. We love shiny Pokemon. After Dragonite is done, if you want to keep your team to read it and you don't want to forget, you can save it on your bookmark. I'm not doing it because it's a tutorial. Then the next Pokemon is Clank. Clank with the leftover, I think. Yeah, the leftover. And it's Clear Body. Now you have to put your move, Shift Gear, Gear Grind, return, and we put Magnet Rise. Then again, Bulky Physical Sweeper. You click on it, Then yeah, still Pokemon journalless, and you put it shiny because it's important to put your Pokemon shiny. Then we have Undum. It's important that if you want to Mega Evolve your Pokemon, you don't have to click on Undum Mega. Click on Undum, then put the Undum it. Because if you already put Mega Undum with his ability, which is Solar thing, Solar Power, it will be an illegal Pokemon because your Undum Mega will transform to Undum with Solar Power, and it's an illegal. It's Flash Fire, right? Yeah, Flash Fire. Nasty Plot. Fire Blast, Dark Pulse. Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, and then Taunt. We put Taunt, and again fast special Sweeper. You put what you want, and you put it shiny. Then you go and you do this for all your 6 Pokemon. I'm doing it with you. So this is Executor with a Life Orb, and his Chlorophyll. He has Solar Beam, Psychic, Item Power, Item Power Fire. Yeah, Item Power Fire. So this is all the item power depending on the IV, and we want the fire one. And Sunny Day. I prefer put Sunny Day over Sleep Powder because Sleep Powder, personally, every time you use Sleep Powder I never hit it, so I don't really trust that. And again, put it shiny. And then you put your 5th Pokemon, Poliwrath with a Choice Spec, because we already have someone with the leftover Choice Specs. His Water Absorber. So I'm going to explain what the Choice Band, Choice Specs, Choice Scarf is. It's depending on the item, like Choice Spec, it will I think it's 1.5 more on special attack moves, but it can only use one of his moves. Like if you use Scald until you switch out, you can only use Scald. It can be like useful, but if you need to switch. Ice Beam, Vacuum Wave, Bulky Spec. You put it, and yeah. Then it's our last Pokemon. We put Electros with the Alpha Vest. So it's There's no Electros? Oh! It's Electros. With the Assault Vest, he's Levitate. You have Volt Switch, Flamethrower. Now we type the move on here. Giga Drain and Thunderbolt. Again, we put the stats and we put it shiny. Now that you're done, you don't need Smogon anymore, and now you have to test your team. And it's pretty long to search a team, and sometimes I'm not really good at Pokemon battling, so it will be like really disappointed if I choose a battle, I use the team and I lost every time. So you have to do it yourself, or you can ask a friend to help you to check out your team. That's what I did, but since my friends are not here, I can test it. Now when you're ready, you have to choose like what Pokemon, like Dragonite. Yeah, you need information about Dragonite, like the moves, the moves that you learn into an egg. That means that like extreme speed, you need the breeding, with Ditto and other Pokemon that can learn extreme. Well, Ditto can learn extreme speed, but Ditto will come after. You need a Pokemon that can learn extreme speed, like okay, it's like Lucario. Let's take Lucario and Dragonite. They made a child that you have to do its Dratini that can learn extreme speed. It's kinda like hard to explain because I need some time to do the breeding, but there's a lot of tutorial that can explain the breeding and etc. So Pokemon DB is pretty much a complete Pokédex that can learn about moves, and when it's about the baby, the the step that it takes before it hatch. So that's pretty much it for my tutorial. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy it. If you need some specification, you can write it in the comment. If you need something, if I forgot something you want to add it, you can write it in the comment. You can like the video if you like it, and if you really like it, you can hit the subscribe button. This is TheBunnyGamer, and I'm out.